We've all heard that nice guys finish last, right? Now, that's not always true. But when it is, it's because those nice guys make at least one of these crucial mistakes. They, 1, make someone else's needs more important than their own. 2, allow others to trample on their boundaries. 3, don't want to hurt people's feelings. 4, don't want to burden others with their needs or wants. 5, don't want to be seen as selfish jerks. 6, prefer to avoid conflict. And or 7, follow the golden rule. So what happens is, when nice guys interact with others, at least one of these kicks in, which opens the door for the other person to become selfish and dominant. Okay, now it's easy to see why these men so often get the short end of the stick. By the end of this episode, you will understand how these are actually gifts and how they can help you to stop getting used and start getting respected. Nice guy-itis happens to a lot of men. My husband had issues with number 4 and number 6 because he grew up in a home where guilt and conflict were both used as weapons. How many of these have you struggled with? Let me know in the comments. Your current rules about being nice were probably made when you were a kid and based on pressures you no longer have, and they have made you miserable. We're going to change those rules today so you can start being free to be your true self. That starts with speak and act with full confidence. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Okay, here are some nice guy facts that are truly superpowers. You're not a bully because you're secure in yourself. So you don't need to dominate others. And you believe relationships should be win-win. Okay, that's your new foundation, so you can eliminate those old, outdated rules and act with full clarity and transparency with everyone in the future. This mindset is so important because it allows you to treat others the way they need to be treated. The 2 adjustments coming up have changed my husband's life, our marriage, and many of our coaching clients. 1, everyone is not nice or generous. Many people are mean or selfish. I know it sounds obvious, but making this a conscious adjustment is extremely important. So you can approach each situation differently based on what is actually in front of you. I mean, do you drive the same speed on twisty mountain roads that you do on a highway? Would you approach these 2 doggies the same? Of course not. 2, trust what you know. As a nice person, you are the perfect judge of what's not nice. So that is your reminder to speak truth. Remember, you are not a bad person, so the harshest thing you could say is still fair-minded and considerate. Here's the problem. When you hold back your full truth, it sounds too soft for most people, so it gives them the idea that you're a pushover, which is why your most direct and honest approach is required, because it will make your position perfectly clear, but will never cross into disrespect, right? Making these small adjustments will improve your life drastically, because we're not just talking about who buys dinner or who helps someone move. Most importantly, it's about respecting the value of the nice guy, not just from others, but for himself. If you've ever struggled with any of these, say this with me. This nice guy finishing last is a thing of the past. Yes, that's pretty corny. However, this anchor will stick with you long enough to make the changes you really want and need.